Hello, students. Today we're going to take a look at some anchor text and academic vocabulary words for the novel Guardians of the Mercy Seat. Let's get started. All right, before we begin, I do want to take a second just to talk about the difference between anchor text vocabulary and academic vocabulary. Okay, anchor text vocabulary are specific to the text that we're reading. In this case, we're reading Guardians of the Mercy Seat, so that is our text or our book. So our anchor text vocabulary has to do with the book. Okay, they're also specific to our class, right? There are words that have to do with our English class. We wouldn't find a lot of these words in a math textbook or a science textbook. So they're specific to the book and they're also specific to the class or subject. And also, anchor text vocabulary words help us to understand the story or the characters. That's their main job or their main focus. Let's take a look next at academic vocabulary and the difference. Okay, academic vocabulary are words that are general. So we won't only see them in this one text or this one book. We might see them in another textbook, like a math textbook. We'll see them across different classes, right? We might see it in a social studies, a science, an English, and a math textbook. So that's another difference, right? Academic vocabulary are important words that you'll see in all different classes. And lastly, academic vocabulary helps you understand academic language. That's the primary or the main focus of academic vocabulary. So, again, anchor text vocabulary is mostly just to help you understand the class, the book, and the story that you're reading. Academic vocabulary are more general words. You'll see them in different classes, and their main goal is to help you understand any academic discussions. Okay? Our first word here is shekel. And shekel means the basic unit of money in Israel. So this has to do with our story. Let's go ahead and pause for a second. Do you think shekel is an academic word or do you think it's an anchor text word? Okay, our next word is opinion. An opinion is a noun. Remember that a noun is a person, place, or thing. Opinion means a personal judgment that someone thinks is true, but that might be true or false. Okay, so if something is your opinion, it could be true, but also it could not be true, right? Opinion just means that's your personal thoughts or ideas about something. Okay, based on this meaning, do you think opinion is an academic word, something that you'll see in different classes? Or do you think opinion is something that's specific only to this class and this story? Okay, our next word is, or words are reference materials. Reference materials are nouns, and reference materials are texts containing facts and information, items that you can look at to find information. So notice that reference materials are all actual, like, books, right? That's what it means when we see the word text. It's anything with writing. So we see some newspapers, we see a dictionary, we see a world atlas, right? They're all books. These are encyclopedias. Okay, do you think that reference materials are something that we'll see as academic words, or do you think it's an anchor text word? All right, the next word is tunic. Tunic is a noun. Tunic means a loose piece of clothing, usually without sleeves, even though this one has it, that reaches the knees and was worn by men and women in ancient times. Do you think tunic is an anchor text vocabulary word, or do you think it's an academic vocabulary word? The next word is forsake. Forsake is a verb, and forsake means to give up or to leave entirely. So remember, a verb is an action or something that you do. So if you forsake something, it means you are actively either giving up on it or you're leaving it. Do you think forsake is an academic word, or do you think it's an anchor text word? The next word is digital sources. Digital sources are nouns, and digital sources are electronic references used to gather or produce information. So we saw earlier reference materials, and reference materials had to do with text or things that are printed, like books and newspapers. Digital resources are all electronic. Okay, so things like Google, um, What else? Anything that you have to use technology to get the information. Okay, do you think digital sources is an anchor text word, or do you think it's academic? Okay, the next word is fact, and fact is another noun. Fact means a statement that can be proven to be true. So different from opinion, right? Opinion was something that you think, even though it could be right or wrong. A fact is a statement that is proven to be true. Do you think fact is an academic word, or do you think fact is an anchor text word? All right, let's go ahead and go over your assignment. What you're going to do is you'll get a handout that looks similar to this. This is an example. So in the middle of your worksheet, you're going to write the vocabulary word. Okay, so all of the words that we went over today, I used money as the example for me. On your paper, in the top left corner, you're going to write the meaning of the word. In the top right corner, you're going to write synonyms for the words, and I'll go over synonyms in just a second. In the bottom left corner, you're going to draw an illustration or draw a picture of the vocabulary word, or an illustration or picture that represents the vocab word. And in the bottom right corner, you're going to use that word in a sentence. So, for example, if the word was money, I write money in the center. I write the meaning. Money is a way to exchange goods and services in the form of coins and banknotes. On the bottom left corner, I drew an illustration of money. So I drew some coins, a wallet, a safe, a stack of cash. In the top right corner, I have to write synonyms. Synonyms are words that are similar or have the same meaning as the original word. So if my word is money, then similar words I could say currency, cash, coins, fund, capital, right? Those are words that are very similar or the same as the word money. And lastly, in the bottom right corner, I just use the word money in a sentence. My mom needs money in order to buy our groceries. Please remember that when you're using the word in a sentence, it needs to be your own sentence. Please, please, please do not go on Google. Don't look it up in a dictionary. Don't ask a friend. This is a way that it will help you learn how to use the word correctly. Okay? So that is your assignment. You'll get these handouts, and then you're going to complete one of these pages for each of our vocabulary words today. Okay, if you have any questions or if you need to go back and look at the meanings in the slideshow, please feel free to go back and rewatch the video. Okay, you're going to do great. Thanks.